Hi everyone, the time is finally upon us. We're going to get Games Room 1 redecorated and painted, lighting done. So I've tried to log as I've been doing it. It's taking a long time to get sorted out because there's an awful lot of stuff in there, as you'll see when you watch the video. So have a watch, see what you think. I'm pleased with how it's turned out. Let's see what you think. Right, here's room 2, which a lot of you have seen before. Currently, sofa's moved. There's a new 55-inch TV hiding behind there for the other room. And as you can see, nice and bright. There's a few pictures on the floor ready to get put up various places. So the reason I like it in here is because it's lovely and bright. If you look in the other room, it's really dingy. You can't really see it very well. It's not very bright at all. So that's the next job. Lots of nice new lights getting put in here. This will happen in the next couple of weeks. Behind all these units, more sockets. Because you can't see it now, but over here, for example, near where the Extron and the PVM is, there's cables hiding. They're all going to be chased into walls, so everything's a whole lot neater and more pleasing to the eye. And again, you're not going to be able to see very well in this light. But here's my cupboard where I keep all my arcade sticks and such like. I don't think you can even see it down on the light's that bad. But all this is going to get much better lighting, extra sockets, a nice lovely fresh lick of paint. So then when it's finished, it will eventually look like this, which as you can see, much better. That's the plan. And my work's cut out because I'm going to have to completely strip out everything out of here. The only thing I'll probably be able to leave in here is the black leather sofa. Everything else, the big CRTs, PVMs, that TV again, which you can't see very well, that TV's come off the wall. It's our oldest plasma TV, it's about 15 years old. That's going to get replaced by that other TV in the other room which I showed you. So therefore every modern TV in this room, it will be capable of 1080p or at least 4K on one occasion. So better than that. That one only does 1080i. It's looking a bit dated nowadays, but anyway, that's the plan. Really dark and dingy will become nice and bright and light. That's the plan. Let's see how it progresses. Oh, this is the bit I've been actually dreading now. So I'll put it on the fast forward and you'll be able to see me emptying the room. Oh god, it's a nightmare. I've been dreading it, but let's get on with it. Right, well there's a lot of work done, as you can see. Game Zoom 2 is absolutely jam-packed full of junk now. Awesome gaming kit, whichever way you want to look at it. So there's TVs, units. If you look in the other room now, it's always still dark and dingy, but I need some help putting that TV, measuring up anyway and putting the wall, taking that TV down. That big 36-inch CRT, I need help lifting that out. And all of these shelves I've removed from, you can't see, it's really dark, but that'll improve when the new lights are in. There's a cupboard there, I'm going to get some better shelves in there anyway. So I'll try and spin it around best I can. Be all nicely white, much better lighting as well. Anyway, so that's progress for today. Right, there's the big 36-inch Toshiba CRT now moved into here. So this room is pretty much empty now. And I've just mounted that better TV on the wall. It may be an optical illusion, it's looking wonky. I've got the spirit level and it's perfectly level, so if it looks out it's probably the coving above it, I'm guessing. So there we go, I'll take that back off the wall and that's the room pretty much sorted, ready to be painted, etc. next week. There we go. It's a bit lighter today, so you might be able to see the cupboard slightly better. There's the cupboard emptied as well. That's finally going to get a light in there to make it a bit brighter. Well, work started. Have a look, lots of wires and stuff going in. Great stuff. Laser levelers, very cool. Lots of tools. So it's all started, which is good. You've got the sockets getting marked out with the laser level on. So we're going to have two HDMI cables and a component cable running through to there. There's the TV point nearly sorted. There we go, have a close look. Laser lining the ceiling for the spotlights to go up. There we go. So they'll be going imminently. It'll be nice and bright in here after we're finished. There we go. So, end of the first day of electrical work for my very kind brother. Let's have a look at the lights. Whoa, how much better is that? Nice and bright. So, as you can see, sockets on that wall fitted. We've got an additional HDMI cable running in the wall there. And the TV that I'm putting there actually has a really short lead. So he's put a socket there behind the TV. I've now got, ran through the wall there, a 15 metre HDMI cable, which will be unused but is there just in case, 5 metre, and a 5 metre component which is coming through the wall there. They're all going to be connected up to the frame meister and the Extron cross point, which will be in a unit here as before. So now another socket there, so I don't have to have an extension lead anymore. What else? We've got brush plates there, so I can run all the SCART cables etc. through the cavity to there, to the TV CRT that goes here. So obviously 2 double sockets behind there where the CRT goes. Now it goes really tight in there, which is good. So because it's so tight, I've got those sockets there switched with a fuse spare, which that's in case in the distant future if I get an arcade cab, if it goes in there, it means I can just isolate it there rather than having it switching all the time. That's the plan anyway. And actually brush a socket there in the cavity down to there, so the unit that goes here, which is all predominantly RGB component with a PVM, I can hide all the cables in the wall nice and neat. That's basically it, but as you can see the lights are lovely now. All popped off from the ceiling because it needs to be decorated. It leaves plenty of space for the decorator. And last little job, which isn't quite finished yet. This cupboard's always been dark and dingy. Well, you can't really see now because unfortunately the supplier didn't supply the right amount of lamps, so if you can see up there, there's a light fitting in there now. I'm just waiting for a lamp, and there will also be a little double socket in there, which it's never had, which will mean all my controllers, etc. I'll be able to charge in the cupboards, there's no mess. So that's looking good. Hopefully start decorating later this week. There we go, another little spin round. Look at the lights. All cables in ready and neat, ready to go. Superb job. How lucky you might have a good older brother who's a wonderful electrician. There we go again. Cool. Right, so lights out in the cupboard. You see nice and dark. But look at the difference now with the light in there. Yeah, how much better is that? So as you can see, light in there. It's all going to be decorated. And some laminate flooring put in. And obviously some nice shelves. And there's a little socket. Ideal for charging controllers. And things like handhelds, that kind of thing. So just out the cupboard out of the way. So well pleased with that. Take a step back, it's really dark and dingy in that cupboard. Now it looks excellent, really bright, so pleased with that. Well, I just got on from work today and as you can see the painting started. So there's stuff all over the place now. But as you can see it's all starting to look nice and white and incredibly bright. It is a bright evening anyway, but I see when the lights go on it's just so much better white painted walls. The grey was nice, but it's just going to be so much brighter with these lights. Now it's all white. I'll pop that back on. There we go. And as you can see, I'll do a spin round. So I'll have to do a couple of coats because obviously some of the walls are quite dark grey. Nice and white. And obviously the ensuite we got done out is getting a lick of white paint too. There we go. That's boring, but never mind. So there we go. And obviously all the patching's been done now as well. So all the bit, that bit in the corner was chiselled away to run the cable through the wall. And all the bad cracking over on that side of the wall from when our extension was done 2 years ago is finally getting resolved. Something needed doing, I was just waiting for the right time for when this game was going to get redecorated to get it all fixed. So anyway, it's looking good. Hopefully finished tomorrow or the day after. Can't wait to start putting the stuff back in it. So there we go, nearly done. One more coating tomorrow should finish it in the gloss in. So nearly there, then I can start putting my stuff back in, which I'm desperate to do now. As you can see, without the lights on now, what a difference having a nice white room makes. So much brighter than what it was before. Grey looked smart, but it was very, as I've mentioned numerous times before, dark and dingy. There we go, beauty. Right, so here we are, the gloss painting is finished. So now we're just waiting for it to dry. I don't want to start bringing things in here until it's all properly dried. Because as you're aware, cables and all sorts of things down close behind the units. So even though I'm chomping at the bit to get it all done, I'm going to have to wait. So as soon as I can tomorrow I'll be putting things back in here. So I can't wait. It's all lovely and bright and white now. Excellent. And look at this cupboard, I've got to try and touch it without getting wet fingers. Oh, it's still tacky, the paint. Right, you see in there, cupboard's lovely and white and bright. Excellent. There we go. Marvellous stuff. So it's the 29th of June 2019, it's the warmest day of the year in the UK. It's absolutely scorching up here, top floor of the house, but making slow progress. I had to get my brother round to help me carry that here to 36 inch Toshiba CRT, and it weighs a flipping ton. So we put it there to enable me to put cables through the back there, as I mentioned before, which will eventually go to the extra and crosspoint server cabinet that I've got. So I've got to run them cables in, and then that TV, as you can probably see if you've checked my other videos out in the other room, fits perfectly in that gap, literally a millimetre either side, fits perfectly in there. It goes right in, so it's quite a neat little job to put it in there. But lots of stuff to do yet. I don't mind actually. I quite like messing about doing these things. I like it, and it's come along nicely now. I like putting all stuff back in the room. Anyway, watch this space. So now I've got to empty all this into here. As you see, the telly's on the wall now, which is very nice. All the wires are hidden in, and the current there, which will be hidden behind the unit. So pleased with that. A nice geezer wall poster there, and for the retro gamer in me, Star Wars poster. Attached to the actually like box posters, I guess. I don't know what you call them. But they're both the same. They both look nice. Both the same level as the TV. Just watching John Linneman Digital Foundry. So steadily doing little bits. There's a little corner unit that my subwoofer just sits in the corner there, and the Vectrex goes on top. So getting there. Here we are. Things are starting to move now. It's the 30th. It is warm today, but it's still a little bit cooler than yesterday. So anyway, that's a bit more space in here, room 2. So if we move quickly into room 1, and there we go. Things starting to come in now, units. Starting to put some units in. So again, slow and steady progress. And now because the TV's on the wall, watch a bit of Bithead 1000 while I'm working. There we go. I'm getting there. Here we are. It's getting empty yet. More stuff disappearing off the floor there. And there. So let's have a look how we're getting on in room 1. Right, there we are. Vectrex subwoofer, let's put the lights on. There you go, Vectrex subwoofer in there. Obviously those extensions are going to be hidden behind whenever I plug all the consoles in. CRT, TV unit. And there's the Batman animated series I used to watch with the kids when they were small. Bit of nostalgia while I'm working. Units in. And these are the next things I'm putting, which is Atari, PlayStation 2, original Xbox 360 and Xbox One, over in these 2 units here. That's the next job. And there's everything else. It's all still going on, lots of work. Enjoying myself actually. Here's current progress. So as we can see, I've got the CRT with the PS2 Atari set up on it. There's the TV with the Xbox One current display. That also has a 360 and original Xbox on there. Now we've got these 3 units to fill the consoles next. Still watching the Batman. Before I tackle that side, that's going to take a bit more messing on because I have to run cables and such like through those brush plates and around the back of where that TV is. It's a bit more of a faff about, but it'll be worth it. And obviously those consoles are going to be on that unit, which will be in that gap there. So still going, still enjoying it. Here we go, next update. That telly sorted. In there now is Xbox One, Xbox 360, Wii U and PS4. There you go. There you got the C. There we go. Now gotta put the consoles in that unit.
LCD game. We got a couple.
Next quick update. Middle unit sorted. In there, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3 and an amp and what is a multi-region DVD player as well. So onto that unit now, the final unit before I do all the PVM and RGB stuff at the bottom of the room. So good progress. Right, so that unit's finished now. Xbox One, Xbox 360 and a Retron 5 in there. Also HDMI cable for the FrameMeister and component for the FrameMeister to go to that TV. And you see down here now, cables start to run through the wall, through these. Well, let me get a better view on there. See cables there, through the brush plates and also some at the wall here, so a bit of a faff on but slow progress in getting there. Current job is putting all the component output consoles into this, it's an old server cabinet. It is a faff. When you look behind here, the wiring behind here is a good laugh. So lots of wires, great fun, but be worth it in the end. So there we go. Right, here we are then, finally finished, all neat and tidy. I'll have a quick spin round so you can see. There we go. If people have seen this room or been here before, it will look pretty much the same, but all the cracks from the building work 2 years ago are now repaired. Everything's neat and tidy, but for me, the big improvement is much better television there in the middle of the wall. Extra HDMI cable ran in there. Also, extra shelf in that server cabinet for the FrameMeister, which is now on the top of the shelf in there. You can see behind there, there's now brush plates. I've got HDMI and component cables ran through the wall now to that TV, just for the purposes of displaying the FrameMeister, which is nice. Sockets behind that TV, and that TV is now pushed flush in the wall. It fits perfectly in that gap. You'd think it was made for that gap there. And the sockets behind there actually can be switched on and off with that fuse spare there. I've got brush plates at the back of that TV, so I can hide the cables better, two of which come out there in that brush plate. That's a component and RGB feed from the consoles and the Extron cross point in that PVM. So lots of little things, but things I really wanted to do to make the room just look neater. There's obviously loads and loads of cables behind those units, but I like things looking neat and tidy, so it doesn't look cluttered. But anyways, that's it all done. Really pleased how it looks, and obviously with the lights, it's so much better now, some better lighting in here, it's great. So I hope you all liked it. You have to tell me what you think in the comments anyway. Catch you next time, guys.